Hey YouTube, today's video is going to show off my entire Arrow video collection. Now my collection isn't as big as some other BlueTubers, but I'm really proud of the titles I've accumulated over the last year or so, and I can't wait to show them off. Now before I begin, to avoid repeating myself, I'm just going to say all of these releases have amazing transfers, brilliant special features, some of them have booklets, and all of them have incredible artwork. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way early. So first up we have Bride of Reanimator. This is a brilliant companion piece to the first Reanimator, and I can't really decide which I prefer, the first movie or the sequel. Both of them have amazing practical effects and goofy dialogue, and there's enough familiar in the sequel and enough new things that you can really just bite into it and have a great time. Next up we have The Hills Have Eyes. This is a special edition and it has a really sturdy cardboard outer shell, and I just love it. This release was so packed with everything the usual releases have, but also with an amazing poster. The movie itself is a brilliant Wes Craven gore fest. Now it's very tame in comparison to the movies today, but it still holds up and it's an exciting story. Next up we have Frankenhooker. I've only seen half of this movie. I can't remember why me and Sarah started watching it. I think it's just we were watching so many other horror movies that when it came to this one we ran out of time. But I was enjoying what I saw. It was extremely bizarre and I liked the way they played the humour off very straight. Like bizarre things would be occurring and none of the characters would react like a regular human would. So it just made me laugh out loud. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This has been recommended to me by countless people, but the first person to ever recommend it was Sarah. This is an over-the-top, goofy, so bad it's good movie. Now I know some people would argue that last point, but it definitely makes me laugh and it's out there. It's about killer clowns from outer space. The title says it all. Life Force. This movie has Patrick Stewart, loads of nudity and space vampires. Check it out. And also, this is some of my favourite artwork on a release by Arrow Video. Maniac Cop. This was a very cool movie. It was kind of noir-ish and it has an interesting twist. The problem with this release is they have an interview before the movie plays with Tom Atkins, and I didn't think they'd spoil it, but they did. So skip that interview if you're watching Maniac Cop. Motel Hell. If you're a horror fan, I think this is worth checking out. It's kind of a mediocre to good movie. I wouldn't really show it to my friends who hop in and out of horror, but yeah, if you want to brush up on your classics, this is worth checking out. It's not quite the standard of some 80s slasher movies, but you can have fun with it, and it does have the odd laugh, and there is some cool character designs. Rabid. This is a David Cronenberg movie. It's body shock horror. It's infection and zombie with a pretty unique twist. I did a collaboration with Josh from Psychic Celluloid Signals based on this movie, and I'll leave a link in the description below. The Stuff. This is a Larry Cohen film that is absolutely hilarious in my opinion. The premise is so funny. It's about killer frozen yogurt and I don't know, it's so bizarre. A lot of these movies tend to be bizarre, but that's why I love them. And Larry Cohen actually had an idea for one of the first ever kind of viral marketing, and it was rejected by the studio. They were going to sell cups of the stuff in supermarkets, and I just think that's awesome. I would love to have my own, like, the stuff. I'd love to taste it and I'd love to own the container. I just think that would have been so cool and is a missed opportunity by the studio. And I think if they'd done that, this movie would be way better known than it is. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It's very different to the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I think it's quite funny. It plays like a satire, and if you're going into it expecting something like the original Texas Chainsaw or the remakes, you probably will be disappointed, but if you go in with an open mind, I think you'll have fun. And this is actually a very limited release. I can't remember how many they printed. My only problem with this release is that the cardboard is very flimsy and it really feels like something you need to protect because I'd say it would get damaged. Something that's very cool though is it has Tobe Hooper's early works, and they were not what I was expecting. One of them plays like a silent movie, it has music in the background, and it's about these jewel thieves, and it's almost like a Three Stooges cartoon. Like it's quite funny. The other one I wasn't as into. Videodrome. I did my first ever collaboration on YouTube with Josh from Psychic Celluloid Signals on Videodrome. This is a bizarre body shock horror movie. I've said that a lot. bizarre, but this really embodies it, and it's quite mysterious, and I think I need to see the movie again to fully understand it. And I've done like an analysis on this movie, and I'm still like, what? So yeah, but what in a good way, not a bad way. Okay, the last 3 are DVDs. I haven't seen them. This is The Night Child. I really enjoy movies with subtitles, but I have to be in the mood to watch them. If I've been in college, I don't really want to come home and read the subtitles, because I've been reading so often in college and reading so many journals and reports, and my eyes just get tired. But now that it's summer, I don't really have an excuse, because I do really enjoy reading, and I do enjoy all movies pretty much, so I'll have to give it a go soon. Slaughter High. I was supposed to watch this with Sarah, but I didn't get around to it. All I can say is that the cover's pretty cool. Zombie Flesh Eaters, another one that I have not got to watch yet, but I know that Horror Fan Man really likes this movie, and I've seen the trailer and I thought it looked awesome, so I can't wait to dive in. Okay, so that's my entire Arrow video collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you like what you see, and thank you for watching. I think I might have said that, I can't remember. See ya, bye.